Hordes of hunger. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Vanquish an onslaught of monsters in this 3D action survivors-like. Is that a thing? Survivors-like? Okay. From the creators of Blood West. Take control of Mira to defend your homeland from the living hunger. Wield powerful weapons and abilities and save others from the advancing hordes. This is just released into early access. It's a bit like Vampire Survivors, except that you control the attack moves. You've got heavy attack, light attack, a special attack, you've got parry, you've got dodge, all of that kind of stuff. So you can really, get stuck into them with your weapon. There's different types of weapon and there's crafting. I'll come to that in a second. But generally it's spears, swords, maces, hammers, that kind of stuff. Now you also have an XP bar as you go into combat, and you level up by collecting the little things that are dropped by killing monsters. Every time you level up, you will be offered one of 3 new powers. When you select a power, you will get a chance to upgrade that in exactly the same way that Vampire Survivors works. You start off on this little island where I think it's your parents is there, and there's little vendors that you can buy food and potions from. There's a crafting bench, which I found absolutely useless. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I picked up a sword very early on in the game on my first actual map that I completed, and I used that sword right through the game. I could craft hundreds of them, all rare, and they all pretty much have the same stats, give or take a few little numbers here and there. So I found the crafting absolutely pointless, unless of course I'm doing it completely wrong, and if I am, I do apologise, but as usual, there's no manuals with games these days. Let's get onto the meat and potatoes. There's 6 maps that I was able to do, and you kind of repeat these maps, and as you teleport into the map, you will be given a series of missions that you do. When you've finished all of them missions, the boss will spawn, you kill the boss, leave the map, you get keys and feathers, they're the currency. There's chests on the map that require keys to open. If you die while you're on the map, you lose all your keys. But if you survive and beat the boss at the end, you bring everything back, including spare keys, which can be used to open chests on the next level. So you kind of have to gamble whether you're going to stay in right up to the boss fight, do the boss fight, or whether you're going to come out. I only died once in the whole game. I found it incredibly easy. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I played it for 4.5 hours. I found it quite addicting. But once you get the hang of the build and you select mainly auto attack moves, you can run around the level and everything melts before your face. You just show your face and go hi, and they all die. You don't really need any weapons. I was just running around and everything died, including bosses, by the way. I just ploughed my way through the game. It is too easy. And it's a shame, because the game looks fantastic. It looks really nice. The effects are nice, except for when everything goes white, you need sunglasses. It's like in between you'll get this sanctuary mission. It's not a mission, it's like you'll get a chance to go back to where you came from and everything's all white and bloomy, and it's just dazzling. It gave me a headache, to be honest. Now, it is early access. I'm assuming this is going to get heavily balanced, because I'm not having any challenge whatsoever in this game. I've just absolutely ploughed through everything. In fact, on the later levels, just before the boss appears, I've just been farming the mobs and just making myself so powerful that I am the boss, and the boss is just some little twerp who's just in my way. I'm taking bosses down in 10 seconds on some of the levels. It's just, yeah, it's a shame. It's a huge shame. Because this game has massive potential. It needs a meaningful crafting system for a start. It needs more maps. It needs massive nerfs to some of the abilities. Once you get these games, you're supposed to feel kind of super powerful. I get that. There's nothing better than in Vampire Survivors, working your ass off to get super powerful. But in this, you can get super powerful in 10 freaking minutes, man. And nothing stands a chance. I didn't feel like I had to replay levels to get the progression going, because you buy perks with feathers after each run, and they're permanent. They will stay. Even if you die, you will carry them to the next level. That's your kind of roguelike progression system in the game. You don't need it. You don't need it. You just need to go into the levels, collect all the things and select the auto attacks, and everything melts. So there you go, guys. I love the game. I love what it could be, but it's just not at that stage yet. So I'm going to give it a middle thumb because, yes, I did still have... It is fun when you're just super powerful running around and everything's dying, but I know it needs nerfing. And I shouldn't have said anything. I should have said, no, it's fine, just leave it, because I know, you know, it's probably going to get nerfed now because other people are going to see it as well. It needs nerfing, but it's fun while it's not nerfed.